Look, the Bitcoin on Kraken is not yours. The Bitcoin on Robinhood is not yours. The Bitcoin on Swan is not yours. The Bitcoin on Coinbase is not yours. The Bitcoin on anywhere you can name. Don't get in the comments talking about what about this, what about that. Bro, it's not yours. All right. Those are places to buy Bitcoin, right? You don't leave it there. All right. So in Bitcoin, there's a public key and a private key. The public key is that long ass password, right? When you tell somebody, hey, send me some Bitcoin, you send them your public key. That long ass, it's like letters and numbers. You send that to them, they send you Bitcoin, boom, it gets there. All right, cool. That's your public key. Now, all those transactions on the blockchain are public, right? So if I send money to my brother, it's going to say this address sent money to that address. Cool, right? It doesn't say who owns it. It doesn't say who you are. It doesn't have to know, right? So it's very transparent in that point, right? Where it just says this person or this address sent money to that address. Cool. That's your public key. Now, the private key is what gives you access to the Bitcoin. So I need you to think about it like this. Bitcoin isn't actually on your phone, right? So if you have a phone, right, Bitcoin isn't on your phone. Bitcoin it's not in your Robinhood account. It's not even in this device, right? It exists in cyberspace. The private key gives you access to that Bitcoin, right? So it's like the Bitcoin exists in cyberspace, and for you to control some of the Bitcoin, you need to have access to the private key, right? But when you use a device like this is the Trezor Safe 3. We're going to set this up today. When you use a device like this, what happens is you can have a private key or you can have a seed phrase, right? This will generate the seed phrase for you. So now you have access, you have control of that Bitcoin in cyberspace. Now, the problem with leaving your money on Coinbase is, let's say Coinbase goes under. Let's say they go bankrupt. Or let's say they're running some big ass scam and it gets exposed tomorrow. You're not entitled to whatever assets they may have, right? So their creditors are going to be the first on the line, like first in line. This is an order of precedence. And you as a depositor, hopefully you get some of your money back, right? Most likely not, but hopefully you do. Now, if they get hacked, right? If they get hacked because one of their developers, I don't know, got bribed or however many different ways to hack these large entities. But and that money is gone, like you might be screwed, right? Now they could do the right thing and try to, come up with some money, but where's that money gonna come from? Who knows? Sometimes these brokerages make their depositors whole, sometimes they don't, right? Sometimes they just go under. So you don't want to even introduce this risk. Another thing too is, let's say the government is like, hey, this person owes this amount of money, shut down their bank account. The same thing will happen with Coinbase, right? Oh, you got sued for $5,000 for throwing water on somebody. I don't know, freeze your assets until you pay. You think Coinbase won't comply? Yeah, they will, right? So it's your money. It's your wealth. This is forever wealth. You don't want anyone with the right to take your wealth from you, right? So if someone can take something from you, or if someone can, let's say in theory, make you keep paying on something, is it truly yours? So for example, you own a house, right? You have to pay every year to maintain that house. We're not talking about what the taxes go to or whatever. It's just the concept of ownership, right? You own the house, but you have to keep paying the government, right? Or you own this money, but it keeps losing its value. Or you own this money as long as Bank of America says you own this money, right? So you do the wrong thing, you have the wrong opinion, you don't participate in groupthink, they snap their fingers, your accounts are frozen, and it'll be, send us an email, we'll get back to you in 67 days. All right. So anyway, another thing too, you buy your Bitcoin on these apps or with these brokerages. How do you know they actually have them? Right? How do you know if something is in cyberspace and you're like, yo, I want 1 Bitcoin? They need to have 1 Bitcoin to give to you. Now, when you go on your app and I can make an app for you. You go on the Chris Johnson app, and you sent me $1,000, or you sent me $114,000 for a Bitcoin. I can say you have 600 Bitcoin. You're gonna trust this app. You're gonna look at the app and say, "Look, I got 600,000 Bitcoin." How do you know that Bitcoin is yours? How do you know you have control of it, right? So the way you do that, and the way you prevent all the BS from happening, is you take self-custody, right? You get you a device like this, and you send your Bitcoin here. So Swan, Kraken, Coinbase, Strike, all these places, if they do not generate a private key or a seed phrase for you, that is their Bitcoin that they're holding for you, hopefully. All right. So now that you understand that, private key, public key, but another way for a private key would be the seed phrase, right? So you have 12 to 24 words, and that's your little secret to get access to this forever cyber money. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up, right? So every time that I make these type of videos, people are like, "Oh, what about this company? What about this company? What about this company?" Bro, when you signed up, did they give you 12 words? Did they give you 24 words? No, right? All they did was ask you a bunch of invading information. You gave it to them, and now you log into the app, and then you're like, "Look, see, my Bitcoin thing is doing well." Now, is taking self-custody for everybody? Probably not. Probably not. I want to say, yeah. I personally want to say, yeah. Like, bro, if you can operate an iPhone, you can operate this. If you're watching this on a computer, if you're watching this on an iPhone, which all of you are, you can operate this. But that comes with responsibility. Wealth comes with responsibility. So it's probably not for everybody. But for those people who are deep down the rabbit hole and you understand what this means to, hold your Bitcoin in cold storage and not your keys, not your coins, not your keys, not your cheese. So when people say that, for y'all who are going into Bitcoin space, not your keys, not your private keys, not your cheese, not your money, right? So if it's sitting on Coinbase, it's not yours. It's sitting on Cash App, it's not yours. You buy there, you send it to yourself, Bitcoin on ice, all right? Sitting in cold storage. So let's get to it. All right, so we got our Trezor. You only order this from their official website, right? Only order this from their official website, or if they have authorized sellers, which will be available on their website to know. Now it should be packaged. You see how there's plastic on this, right? You see how this is a security seal. It's unbroken. It's under the package, right? If it don't come in plastic or this seal is broken, go ahead and throw that thing away, man. All right, no ifs, ands, or buts. If it don't look just like the one I'm showing you right now, go ahead, throw that thing away. All right, cool. We're going to break the seal ourselves. Voila. Boom. What happens in your wallet stays in your wallet. Cool. And then it's going to tell you the website. Go to trezor.io/start. So get started. Let's see what we got. Boom. All right, we got a manual, we got a sticker, we got another sticker, recovery seed. All right, so this is just, remember I was telling you guys about your private key, right? Your seed phrase. This is where you can write your seed phrase down and then keep it in a safe place. All right, so it'll look like just 12 random words. This is going to generate those random words for you. And then you never tell anybody that. You never tell anyone. You don't make a digital copy. This shit, and don't screenshot it. Don't put it on your phone. Imagine you have a photo of these 12 words on your phone, and then your iCloud gets hacked. All those photos, all that money is gone. Do not take a photo of this. All right? Do not take a photo of this. Now, another thing it says here is never share it with anybody. Obviously, if you're married, you and your spouse might want to, take turns practicing all this or whatever. But just think about this. If anybody knows these 12 words, they have access to your funds. They have access to your Bitcoin. They can move it. They can send it. They can do whatever. So, you're married, cool. But it's the most important thing. Don't make digital copies. Do not take photos of this. All right? So, what you could do also is you can write your seed phrase down. You can go put it in a PVC pipe. You can seal the pipe, and then you can go put it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? All right? If somebody has access to this, they can control your funds. Moving on. All right, you got your USB-C cord, goes into your computer, and then you have the actual device. Okay, doesn't have this wrap on it. This seal here. All right, it's not good. If you don't have a seal right here that you can plug that's covering up the USB-C, it's not good. All right, cool. Let's peel this off. This is the side of the screen. This is the back side. These come in different colors, by the way. And then you have the security seal here. That you'll need to get off to access the USB-C. Boom. Again, if you get one of these bad boys and this little seal was not on it, no good. All right, we paranoid out here. Only the paranoid survive. So, what y'all think happens next? Gotta plug this thing in. Hey, this stuff is simple. It's real simple. It's real self-explanatory. But I know a lot of people would like a video just to make sure they're doing it right. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it into the back of my computer. Voila. All right, get started with your Trezor at trezor.io/start. So guess what I'm about to do? Let's go trezor.io/start. All right, let's have a look around. Here we are on their website. Let's have a look around. All right. Also, if you haven't realized, this is where you should be buying your Trezor from. Cool. They got different wallets. They have the Safe 3, the Safe 5, Model 1. All right. Cool. This Trezor suite, you need this. So let's get it. I'm going to download it for the browser. Or sorry, the desktop. Click on my downloads. All right, go to the applications. I'm going to drag and drop this over here. Boom. Now that's here. I'm going to open it up. Yeah, I'm sure I want to open it. Nah, I don't want them collecting no data. All right, now it's going to do security check, right? So was it bought from the official Trezor shop or a trusted reseller? Yes. My hologram was intact and not tampered with. Exactly. The device package was intact and untampered with. Cool. Set up my Trezor. All right. Now this comes with the firmware isn't installed on this, so we need to install it, right? Boom, hit install, and when we hit install, you see installing firmware. Cool. All right, let's check your device. Now it's asking me to confirm on the Trezor, right? So there's two buttons here. Authenticate device, allow connected computer to confirm your Trezor Safe 3 is genuine. I'm gonna hit allow. Checking authenticity. Cool. When I do that, it says it's safe and it's ready to go. I hit continue. Okay, now it's saying continue on your Trezor. So we're gonna pick up over here. Welcome to Trezor. Press right to continue. Press right. Use Trezor by clicking the left and the right buttons. Click right to continue. Okay. Hold to confirm. All right. Screen scroll. Press the right to scroll down and read the content. All right. Cool. Press left to go up. Press both to confirm. Tutorial complete. Now ready to go. Create a new wallet or recover one using the wallet backup. Using a wallet backup. Okay, so here's the thing. Remember how I said this device is giving you access to your Bitcoin, and as long as you have these 12 magical words, right? So imagine you lose this device. If you lose this device, you can get another one, put these 12 seeds in, these 12 words in there, and then recover your wallet. As long as you have this, you're okay. If this gets damaged, lost, stolen, whatever, as long as you have this, you can always get another one of these and you still have your money, right? No one has access to your private key. No one has access to your seed phrase. Therefore, they cannot control your money. So this is more important than the actual Trezor. Cool, because people will say, oh, well, what if I lose it? Or, I'm worried about it getting stolen or lost or whatever. Cool, got these 12 words, you're good to go. So for the sake of this video, we're just going to create a new wallet. All right, default, cool, create wallet. Go in your Trezor. All right, scroll down. Yes, I want to create. Processing. Cool, wallet successfully created. Now let's create a backup. Your wallet backup is the only way to recover access to your wallet. Okay, continue the wallet backup. Okay, your backup lets you recover your funds in case of Trezor loss or damage. Like I just said, never take a picture of it. We already covered that. Store your wallet backup somewhere securely and never share it with anyone. All right. Boom. See, this is your inheritance plan, bro. When your kids get of age, you just hand them 12 words. Like, congratulations. I've been saving for you. All right, let's go. Create wallet backup. Now it's going to tell me to confirm here. Okay, continue. Never put your backup anywhere digital. Okay, I understand. So I'm going to double click. Write the following 12 words in order on your wallet backup card. All right, so I got a pen. I got somewhere to write my 12 words here. Okay, show words. All right, so it generates these first 3 words for me right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is write them down. Very simple. Now, it's also important that they're in order. Cool. Now, I click this button here. It's going to continue showing me the rest of these words. All right. So I'll just click this button and I'll write the rest of them down here. Cool. Got it. Cool. All right. Once you have all those words written down, it says I wrote down all 12 words in order. Hold to confirm. Check back up, select the correct word for each position. Okay, now it's going to have you verify everything you just wrote down. All right, so select the fourth word. Boom, I'll go find the fourth word, right? And then it'll ask me for the next one, the next one, the next one. All right, now it's gonna say you've finished setting up. Cool. Backup is done, keep it safe. Boom. Okay, pin not set. So now we need to set a pin. Cool. So on the desktop, we're going to hit set the pin. Cool. Click set a pin. Turn on pin protection. Pin will be required to access the device. Yes. Okay. Your pin should be 4 to 50 digits long. All right, cool. Let's go. My first one, 2, 4, 6, 8. Enter. Okay, now re-enter your pin. Two, 4, 6, 8. Cool. All right, pin set. Write down your pin. Keep it somewhere safe. Now, on the back of the card that has all the words, name and pin. So I can go. All right, boom, 2468. Select which one of the coins you want to show in Trezor Suite. You can update this at any time. So, however you get down, you get down. I'm Bitcoin only, so I'll click Bitcoin and complete setup. Okay. Let's go to the suite, see what we got. So look how much Bitcoin we have. All right. We have nothing. We have nothing. Now we're going to send a transaction. Okay. We're going to receive Bitcoin. All right. Let's show the full address. Oh, cool. Or we can use a QR code. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on Cash App. We're going to buy $250. We're going to buy $250 worth of Bitcoin. Cool. I got my $250 worth of Bitcoin, right? Cool, cool, cool. So you bought $250 worth of Bitcoin. Now, what did I say earlier in the beginning of this video? Not your keys, not your cheese, right? $100 or $250 worth of Bitcoin here. I'm going to click this QR code, give it access to the camera. Cool. I'm going to send 0.002 Bitcoin. All right. Confirm and send. Said it should take about 20 minutes. So hopefully we get it faster than that. Oh, we just received the Bitcoin from Cash App. Boom. Bitcoin Cash App just came through. All right. So it said it'd take about 20 minutes. I think it's been about 5 minutes. So now we're all set up. We got $279. Now, keep in mind, what I said earlier, you can lose this hardware device. You can plug it in. Or you can get another one, plug it in, get those 12 words, plug those 12 words in, and you have access to $279 worth of Bitcoin. That's dope, right? All right. Hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys appreciated this.